Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. On the Ethereum chart, not too many changes since yesterday's update, obviously, so the price is still moving in this corrective structure. We've seen the third wave here of the B wave, well, it's actually wave 3 of C of B, extend a little higher, just a tiny bit more after yesterday's update, but still the price is struggling with the golden ratio level with the 61.8 retracement there at 3,665, which is resistance. And yeah, can't really get above it at the moment, but could still do it, you know. Third waves can extend. So looking at this overall structure, obviously, I'm counting this primarily as an ABC structure. You know, maybe I should take these subwaves out just to make it a little clearer. We don't need them. Let's try to keep the chart clean. So A wave down, that was here after a third wave topped, most recently here in March, around the 11th of March. Then the move down was the A wave, the move up obviously here, the B wave and the C wave to the downside, still to come. And the thing is, ideally this B wave goes high, okay? Ideally the B wave goes high, and in the B wave we have an ABC structure. And why is it important that the B wave goes high? Because the A wave came down very, very deep into support, very deep. And to maintain the overall bullish, well, to maintain the overall bullish perspective, let's say directly bullish perspective on the ETH chart, really this 2,977 level needs to hold, because any break below it will mean that we can't really count this fourth wave pullback, this correction that's likely, well, that's unfolding right now. It's clearly unfolding, that correction. We cannot really call that as part of an impulse, you know. At the moment, the idea is that is a fourth wave, which is part of a larger impulsive pattern. This would be very much preferred, also in terms of bullishness and getting to, you know, new all-time high targets, and which targets are going to be reached. But this is going to turn probably then into something much more unreliable, okay, less reliable. So like a triangle or maybe a diagonal pattern. So the idea is that, yeah, this B wave ideally goes a little higher, because if then the C wave starts at some point, the C wave, obviously, it needs some space, right? That C wave needs some space. And honestly, this B wave, the higher it goes, the better for the overall bullish thesis. So as you might know, B waves can overshoot. That would be really actually good in this case. So the higher it goes, the better. If it finishes now, that C wave is likely not going to have enough space to hold the $2,977 level. So yeah, preferably higher. And this structure that we're tracking there in this B wave is obviously an ABC structure. And the A wave likely completed on the 21st of March, the B wave on the 22nd of March in our support zone. And anybody who used this smaller support zone or even the larger one to scale in, and you should have a really healthy position if you entered in the larger orange support zone, well, it would not be a bad idea to probably take some partial profits maybe in this region. Yeah, I still expect it to go a little bit higher. Still would like it to go a little higher, possibly in wave 5 of C of B. But before that happens, obviously there should be another wave 4 pullback, okay? Or the third wave could still extend. I gave you already a few days ago this target area there for wave C. It's between so that's wave C of B. That's between $3,818 and $4,214. And we haven't even reached that. So ideally we get there. I think we can get there in wave 5. Maybe even in wave 3. It's not very clear if wave 3 has topped yet or not. Yesterday it looked like it, but it just touched the support area and already formed another high. Now I don't think that this was already wave 4. Too small to be reliable, okay? I mean, that's how I had it yesterday. Possible, therefore be on the side of caution. Therefore I mentioned partial profit taking, never a bad idea, you know? Yeah, and I have absolutely no evidence that something more bullish is forming from here. I mean, it's technically possible that we are already in wave 5 and wave 4 bottomed. Certainly based on the, because of the deep, you know, how deep the pullback was, but not because of the structure. I mean, look at the structure here. It just is a three-wave structure. I mean, as I said in the Bitcoin video as well, anything is possible, but it's not very clear. You know, if something more bullish forms, I mean, this would all have to be a large diagonal pattern then. So we won't really know until the price has formed 3 waves up complete and then holds another higher low and forms another higher high. Well, then we have 5 waves up. But until then, I'm watching, I view this as a large ABC structure, and possibly we are currently in the B wave, and the B wave is, well, not nearly, maybe nearly complete. Yeah, I mean, we're moving in the C wave of wave B. The C wave should be a 5-wave move, and we might be in the process of wrapping up the 3rd wave. The higher the B wave goes, as I said, the better for the bullish perspective on ETH and the bullish scenario, yeah. Because it just means that there's a higher probability then that the 50% Fibonacci support at 2,977 is going to hold. So yeah, today parameters to watch, definitely here first of all, the resistance at 3,665. I'd like to see the price eventually get above it to hit that 3,818 plus target range, and also support. Yeah, this is the support region between 3,440 and 3,585. So ideally we're holding this micro support area to maintain a directly bullish perspective. That doesn't mean we have to hold above it, but we should hold above the golden ratio level there. If the price breaks below it, that's the first indication that something different is unfolding. Maybe wave B then already topped, which would be a weak B wave. Well, it's not a weak B wave. You know, it reached the golden ratio level. That's perfectly acceptable for a B wave. But in the context of the chart, I would then get concerned that we are likely going to break below the 50% Fib level, which is at $2,977. And then, as I said, that would challenge the overall impulsive potential on the chart. That doesn't mean we are going to be bearish on ETH, but certainly much more cautious. Yeah, I would take a much more cautious approach on the chart. And it's really a key level. You know, it's a key threshold, a key juncture, because the chart would then morph into something that is still bullish, but not clearly directly bullish anymore. Yeah, we might then talk about a triangle or a diagonal. That's my update about Ether. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.